Jeff, welcome to the show. This is Curious Crossroads.
It's serious.
This is the After Hours edition.
Yeah. Where's the cameras?
Can't bring that up for that.
Yeah, you know, I don't need to be on. I like the fortune, not the fame. So
I know. I would never even want to be famous.
No,
I just want to be behind it.
I'm famous enough. I walk in with my white jacket on, people notice me. You know.
What were
That's
you doing
enough to hurt yourself?
What were you doing last night? I think you were drinking when you called me. You can't even remember, can you?
I called you last night. I don't remember.
I think it was last night. Yeah, it was last night.
Well, that was 2 nights ago.
No, you called me up and you were asking about. Oh, yeah, maybe it was 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I think so.
When you were asking about the video or whatever. You're like, I see you got 13,000 hits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, with the dog. I mean, come on. How many times has that been done? It's like,
hey,
and you still got 13,000, almost 14,000 hits on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty dang good.
You don't fix what's not broken.
I'm going to try it with my dog.
Do it.
I think my dog's smarter than yours, though. That's the problem. My dog wouldn't fall for that.
I think my dog's smart. I just think he has anxiety. He does.
That's the young guys. Young guys all think everything's anxiety. You got too much anxiety in your life.
You know what anxiety actually is? It's fear.
Is what?
It's fear.
Yeah.
They relabeled it anxiety so they could give you pills for fear.
Well, everybody's on pills nowadays, I think, so.
Even you're on the, how's that going for you, the Viagra?
You know?
Everybody's on
Are we
pills.
editing this? Because...
No, this is actually, we're live right now on Facebook.
Pills, huh?
Pills.
I just don't have anxiety. I don't worry about a whole lot of stuff. That's the problem. I still have several boxes of Pro V's in the garage, so...
Oh, you call it Pro V. It's not Titleist, huh?
No. Pro V's. The only ones to hit, right?
Those Pro V's
Still
look pretty good.
number 2 on the list, though, right?
For what?
For your long drive.
Yeah, you are for now. If Zach would have came, you would have been f***ed over. I think that's why you didn't show up.
Are you kidding me?
Why didn't you come then?
Zach couldn't make it.
Zach couldn't make it, or
No,
you
he
couldn't?
couldn't make it. He was going to come, but then
you would have gone if Zach came?
Well, I had stuff I was doing, but what did I do? What night was that? I had something came up.
Wednesday, maybe?
Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday. I think you were really busy with work.
I got stuff going on all the
Or
time.
you were sore.
It's too hard to keep track. That's why I do keep a diary, you know.
No, you don't.
I
Do you actually?
It's more of a date book. But that's kind of my diary.
But it's for work?
Yeah, I write down everything I do.
So is it a journal,
or
is it a scheduler, or is it a journal?
It's just by keeping track of what I do all the time.
So like you'll get home at the end of the night after you had a good night, and you'll like write in it and be like, tonight
Write everything down.
So you'll be like, tonight I saw Dougie hit a 300-yard drive.
I will put down when we were at the what's it called, on the green.
Yeah, you will say that.
Oh, I'll put down.
Oh, so it is a diary, like a legit diary.
I just put a little snippets of here and this and that.
Why'd you start doing that? How did that? That just doesn't even seem like you.
Well, you know, it's like, you know, you're talking to a homeowner, and they want wood stairs or something, or they change something, and it's
but why do you got to put the top? Why do you got to put the on the green in there?
Well, it's just something I did that day.
So you're keeping. So you're logging.
Well, so I can keep my mileage, and so I can keep track of all that stuff too. You know?
Yeah, right. That's just your manly way of saying
green,
you have a diary.
I'm talking business with you guys. I got to write that stuff off. You know.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, 99% of the time we're gonna talk some business.
When did you start keeping a diary? How old were you? Was it like when you were a kid, like in your youth? Oh, tell me about your the idea you have.
Can't do that.
Why?
Can't do it.
Why?
Because we're recording.
Yes, so what? Then I have it documented in case you ever come back and try to stab me in the back.
Would never do that. I don't do that stuff. That's other people that do that. Mm-hmm.
What does it have to do with? You got to give me something. You like that or not?
It's
too sweet?
Kind of poppy. I'm not,
really? There's no... what's the thing in pop that makes it bubble?
Carbonated?
Yeah, it's not carbonated.
No, it's not. Just kind of, you know...
Too flavorful?
Yeah. I'm more of a water, wine, and beer kind of guy, so... This kind of has a margarita taste to it, though.
Yeah, this one does. It's the lemon lime.
Not so bad.
Yeah, that would actually be a pretty good mix with it.
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
So this hydrates you. This is like a Gatorade type thing, only it's prime.
It's not as good at hydration as Gatorade.
Really?
I think it's just more for flavor.
Who makes it?
You know the Logan Paul guy?
No.
The Paul brothers?
No.
Big on YouTube?
No.
He makes it.
There you go. All right. Why don't we should make our own.
I heard that's like a really tough industry to get into.
You think so?
Yeah, to try
There's
to
only
get
like a million
try to
of
get
these?
your drink into a Super America is like impossible.
Because there's only like a million of them out there.
Yeah.
So.
And you see there's only, how many do they have on their shelves? Those are the top ones. They're all, half of them are owned by Pepsi, the other half's probably owned by Coca-Cola.
Right. Starbucks.
So yeah, I don't think we want to do that.
Our boy Ryan Satry, big heavy hitter over there at Starbucks.
Yeah, I gotta get Ryan on this show.
Yeah. I think he's got a little stage fright.
I think he does too.
I think
You did, but now you're flowing pretty good.
When I have stage fright.
You were like, I'm gonna shake and stuff if I go on the show.
I don't think I ever said that.
Yeah, we were sitting in the parking lot. You brought it up multiple times.
There you go. So you heard about the last time we went out golfing, throwing down a mid-70s first time out.
You said it was an 83 or something.
Yeah, but I had six
Oh,
three
my
putts. That, come on. The greens aren't right.
So if it wasn't for the fact that you golf bad, you would have been in the 70s.
I golf great.
Okay, but you don't have an excuse.
Yeah, I never get three putts unless it's first time of the
So
year.
you're in the
and greens are
80s. So you shot in the 80s. You weren't in the mid 70s.
83
and you sucked at putting.
83 minus 6 strokes
You
puts me at 77. Any way you look at it.
Yeah, you got to cheat in order to do that. That's not a true You're not in the 70s.
I didn't even take. I don't ever. They don't even do this to me. I don't ever take the max. Like some people do. That day may have shot at 80 something, but had to max out on a couple of holes. Yeah, it's not really an 80 something then. That might be a 90 something.
Yeah, but you'll take a max. I've seen you take maxes.
When have I ever had a max?
So on a par 5, you never had an 8.
Yeah, and I write an 8 down. That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? You would take the score higher than the max that we give, or what are you trying to say?
Yeah, I think that's.
So like if the max is 3 over,
if you're keeping a.
No, dude. I've seen you. We all know. You
Here
hit
we
6
go.
or 7 balls.
Here we go.
Then we don't know which one you're hitting, and by the time you come in, you got a par somehow, even though you're in the woods twice. And
I'm not naming names, but I know there's a person that you could put behind that type of score.
who?
I'm not saying any names.
Somebody that I
Might
know.
be listening.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody that you know, somebody that you've golfed with.
like my immediate family.
No,
Oh, so does it start with a B?
maybe.
Okay.
Could
We're
be.
talking about you, Brianka.
Yeah, Bianca.
Bianca.
Huh. Yeah. So do you think someday you might make it the tour?
Nope.
You think so?
That's the end of that story. No, I don't. I think I'm too late.
You hitting the ball? Ton?
What I would have
How
had
old are you now?
32.
Yeah,
Just
you're
getting
over
old.
prime.
If I was gonna make the tour, I'd have to like win the lottery right now,
Uh-huh.
and then just focus and put a bunch of money into that. And I think I would still
Just go
suck.
and do it. You'd think you'd still suck.
I don't think I could do it. Maybe it'd be
How many
like a
times
cool
How many
story.
times you shot in the 70s, or have you made it in the 70s?
Last year probably 4.
Really?
Yeah,
You played 18 holes in the 70s?
only 4 rounds.
Really?
Yeah,
Ever been under par?
on the big
Who's
course.
doing this interview, me or you?
On the big course.
Yeah, on a big course, not on the midi.
No, and you're talking 18 on the big course.
Yeah, 18. 18.
No,
That's how many
you haven't either.
I've never done 18 under par.
9 you have. I've done
I've done
9.
9 under
9
par.
I did like 1 under.
Yeah.
But it was at that Pebble Creek golf course. That's kind of like
the smaller course.
the smaller course.
Yeah, but you still got to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a short course, but
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than an exact. So I'll say it's under par.
I've done it at North Fork. Back when Mike
Oh.
Miswick was still alive.
They don't even have trees there though.
Back 9 they do.
Oh, do they?
You don't play North Fork? You ever played there?
Yeah, I played last year.
I like the course. They hitch pretty hard up there.
You
at
sure
least
they have
used to.
trees?
Front nine's pretty open.
Yeah, I think
Front
you're right.
nine's
There is
really-
some trees,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
And that's a lynx, right?
yeah. I like the. I never was a links guy. I mean, I love Bunker Hills, of course, but I kind of turned into the. I like the links courses, you know.
I like them just because they're open, but they're still tough. I don't know. Is it just because they're shaggy? Like it's like you get in the rough and it's different grass or what?
Well, I keep talking about Dakota Ridge and trying to get everybody down there one of these days, but
where's Dakota Ridge?
that is Morton. Actually, it's the
And where's Morton?
down by Redwood Falls, but it's the casino. What's the casino there? Grand? No.
I don't know. Turtle
I
Lake?
don't know which casino that is. It's casino's right there in Morton.
Mystic?
No,
I don't know where. I don't even know where Redwood Falls is.
southwest, a couple hours. Yeah, I think it's not Prairie. Is it Prairie Island? No, I don't know. But there is a casino there, but
Jackpot?
Jackpot. That's what it is. Yeah. Ryan and I have golfed there. Luke and I have golfed there. Cassidy's golfed there with me. Ryan loved the course. Everybody that's played there loved the course. It's top quality and it's not spendy at all. With a cart was like $69. So
I can really hear myself breathing in this. I gotta figure it out. I gotta get down like the right audio. Maybe like that. I don't know.
So you think you're what are you thinking for this year for golf? You gonna be mostly 80s? Think you're gonna start busting in? I mean, you're hitting enough balls at the simulator.
I feel like I can drive it further now. But that doesn't add up to a lower score.
It helps
But
if you're on the fairway.
I'd be happy with anything 82, 83 and lower. Last year was really bad for me. Seriously, like
I thought you had a pretty good year.
no, when we went to Red Wing, that's where I lost everything. So it was early on. It was like April or June. Or is that in June? I think we did it in like June last year.
Did I win Red Wing last year?
You're on a team, first off.
I think I won
it's
Red
not like
Wing.
you won it by yourself.
Well, yeah. So, I totaled my motorhome. You know that. I'm switching subjects here. And,
I don't know if I knew you totaled it.
well, the insurance company totaled it.
Meaning they deemed it
They said,
totaled?
nope, we're not fixing it. It's totaled. Gave me a bunch of money for it. And it's been sitting up at the paint place. And the paint place wanted like $13,000 for storage. And the insurance company said, nope. And then they went down, long story short, they went down to $5. Insurance company said, nope. And now the paint place calls me up the other day. Says, you need to get your motorhome out of here. So it's not my motorhome anymore. I gave it to the insurance company. So I call the insurance company up. I said, what are you guys going to do with that motorhome? So we don't want it. I said, well, send me the title back. So they sent me the title back. So I got my motorhome back. You know anybody who wants a motorhome? So
This is the one they deemed totaled?
yeah.
Huh.
Give it to you real cheap.
Like how cheap?
$3,000.
But it doesn't drive?
Oh yeah, it drives.
Why is it
I
totaled? What
drove
exactly is wrong with it if it's totaled?
Well, the reason it's totaled, it was just more money to fix than they wanted to spend. I don't know what their percentages are, but yeah. So I'm thinking, I'll take it back. I'll use it at Mudfest and maybe. Well, we're not going to Red Wing this year though. That goes right back into golf again. So I was
we're going to White Bear Lake?
Yeah, Onika Ridge. You ever played there?
No, I'm gonna look it up.
I've played there once. Don't remember the course. Been a long time.
Onika Ridge.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm a fan of Red Wing.
I am too, but I'm okay with the change. We've gone there like nonstop every single time, so.
Yeah,
I like it closer too.
I like the views down there.
Onika Ridge looks pretty nice.
I don't remember it. I really don't remember it at all.
Looks like Augusta.
Yeah, okay.
In Minnesota. Look at this. This is pretty nice.
Yeah, those are some nice looking pictures. Oh, that's a nice swing.
Eh,
Is that you?
looks like a normal course.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything to write home about, but as soon as the weather changes again, have to go out and rip her up a little bit.
Rip her up.
Rip her up. So we went out and met your mom and dad out at the V.
What's the V?
That's the name of the bar.
And where is it?
I think it was Maple Lake.
The V.
Three bands.
Nice. I can look everything up.
3 bands playing.
We should get all the guys after golf one day and get a bunch of mics set up, and we'll come back here.
Oh boy,
that could be
interesting.
Where it goes.
That could be interesting.
The V. So it's this little dive bar looking thing. It looks like a VFW.
I was say it used to be a VFW. I don't know that it is or isn't now. Maybe VFW's rebranding. Now they're the V. But
I guess that makes sense, right?
I don't think that will ever happen. But
the V.
I think it was Maple Lake. It's only about 60 miles from my house. Went and met your mom and dad out there and watched a couple of bands, and they kind of screwed up because it was packed. Like, when we got there, it was like totally packed. I couldn't even believe how many people there. It was 6 o'clock, and Lamont Cranston was the big band to finish off the night, and they didn't get started till like 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock.
So that wasn't like, did my dad hear Lamont Cranston was going to be there?
Yeah, we stuck around. He was a trooper. I think we were there till about midnight, but Lamont Cranston literally started at like 11, and the crowd went from 1,000 people to 10, by that time. So whoever put the whole deal together kind of screwed up, I think. Probably should have had Lamont start a little earlier than that.
Yeah. So wait, where was that one at?
That was at V by HH, which I don't know what any of that means. So.
Oh. World War I vets, are they still alive? Or would they be dead by now?
I think all the World War I
But World War II, some are still alive, right?
Yeah, World War II, you still got a bunch of them. I mean, they're going fast, but
yeah.
I looked that up not too long ago. There were still like 300,000.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. But, I mean, if you got in at the very end of the war, I mean, like my uncle Henry, he was in, my mom had 9 brothers and brother-in-laws in the war. And all of them came back, amazingly. But
it says 119,000 out of the 16.1 million are still alive.
I was going to say, that was probably
last year, so we're probably at 100.
I was going to say, maybe it was probably 90. A year or two ago that I looked that up, and it was...
That could literally, like 25% of that could have dropped off.
Well, everybody's going to be in their 90s now.
Yeah, honestly, it could be like a 50% decline every year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably what it is.
Yeah. Well, you go down to the Vikings games. I've been down a couple times where they had the, the salute to the World War II guys, and they'll have those like 4 or 5 of them and that are 104 years old, that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. It's like surviving World War II veterans.
You're just dropping off fast.
Well, I think this is like it's showing their prediction or estimate. So this year there would be like 60,000. The next year there's 50, down to 40 the next. Yeah, and then it just starts tailing off. Huh.
Yeah.
They got statistics for everything.
Yeah. Well, those boys are pretty old, that's for sure. You ever seen Band of Brothers?
The show on HBO?
HBO.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Maybe one of my favorites. If you considered that a movie, I'd put that right up at the top.
Is that Spielberg that directed that?
Spielberg and Hanks, I believe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Jamie, bring that up. Band of Brothers director. Tom Hanks.
Yeah, because that was
Steven Spielberg.
I think that came out after Private Ryan.
That was a good movie. That's one of the best movies right there. And that lost to somebody. Who did Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah, see, Private Ryan, I thought was a great movie, but it was not true to the what happened.
Yeah, so. This is what I remember. Saving Private Ryan lost to Shakespeare in Love, which is like a big... People would get pissed that movie won an Oscar for Best Picture. Over Saving Private Ryan. Come on.
Well, the beginning of Saving Private Ryan with hitting the beaches, oh man, that was incredible.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm more of a Band of Brothers guy.
Did you ever see that movie 1917?
I tried and...
Couldn't get through it?
No, I didn't. It wasn't... I'm sitting watching it with Marge, and it just, she doesn't want to watch those kind of movies, so... But I heard that movie was pretty damn good.
Well, the big thing, it was shot in like one sequence.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like one cut.
Didn't they do... Dunkirk wasn't like that, was it?
Dunkirk, no, that was just a Chris Nolan movie, and it was just
You didn't like Dunkirk?
No, it was good.
Yeah.
It's just not like the one shot thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
1970. It's just like kind of another.
So 1917, huh?
Yeah, that movie's good.
I might have to watch that. I mean, I just don't watch movies anymore, unless there's something that's just, blockbuster.
We just turned on this show last night on Netflix that's about like, what is it called? It's about aliens coming down and hold on, let me look it
You're
up.
into the alien thing.
I love aliens.
I mean, you just went and saw Dune 2.
That's not. I guess they're technically aliens, but they're not like alien.
I know. I'm just
They're just
saying.
aliens because it's like the future, and now everybody can travel from planet to planet, so they're all like neighbors.
I know. Well, I tried watching Dune 1, and oh my god, I was like,
Wait, you didn't even get through it?
not really. I couldn't take it.
I'm gonna find it.
The alien show?
Oh, it's this thing. What is this called? Prime Video and more. 3-Body Problem. I think that's what it is. My dad said Roadhouse just came out too, the remake.
Yeah, I've been seeing the ads for that.
Yeah, 3-Body Problem. We're kind of checking that out. We're seeing what that's like. It looks kind of good.
It's a movie?
It's a TV series, and
Oh,
it's about like breaking physics, and you don't really know what's going on except like there's some kind of physics has been broken, and now shit's going down. Crazy stuff.
I told you about that Money Heist, right? Berlin Heist and the Money Heist, 2 different shows. I think they're
The
on
Money Heist was like a movie.
Yeah, it's a Netflix deal. I believe that's where it was.
In Berlin Heist?
Berlin Heist, Money Heist. The Money Heist, I think, was first.
And they're related?
Yeah, because then they went back and told you how they got to where they started from. Both of them were really good. I just watched that. That's probably the last thing I watched.
Okay, we haven't even been recording the whole time. Totally forgot to hit the record
No
button.
way.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Crap.
It's all good.
Huh.
I know you want to listen to this on your truck ride.
So, basically, too, going back to V, I lost my phone. That now that you say I wasn't recording, because I mean, how many times you lose your phone?
A lot.
So I got my phone in my holder, like I always do, clipped onto my belt, and I'm sitting talking to your old man, and I swear he stole my phone.
But he didn't?
He says he didn't. But it's funny. So now I'm out looking around for it, and he's standing by the front door, and he goes, well, there's 2 of them sitting right there on the table there. Maybe one of them's yours. And it's like, But he says he didn't do it.
So did you ever figure out?
I got my
What
phone
happened?
back, so it didn't really matter. But,
I feel like he would have told you, though.
You would think, although I was in kind of a panic mode. So,
Yeah, that sucks
Maybe-
when you lose your phone. I'll tell you that.
yeah, well, I don't do that that's why I have it clipped on my belt, and I get, take a lot of shit for that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, that shows your age
But
right
if
there.
I don't have it on my belt, I will not have my phone. It'll be gone.
I call it the big 3. Your phone, your wallet,
keys.
and your phone. Your phone, your wallet, and your keys. Yeah. Your phone, your wallet, and your phone. That's why I lose my keys all the time.
Never lose my wallet. Never lose my keys. Very seldom lose my phone. So, only because I do the old guy thing and it's clipped on my belt. That's why. Otherwise,
At least
it'd be
you're
gone.
in construction though, so that kind of helps because you need it readily accessible right away and shit. So
I'm telling
we'll
you.
give that.
I was pheasant hunting. I'm out in the field for an hour. I get back to the truck. I don't have my phone. It fell off the thing.
Well, you do lose your phone a lot.
It fell off. Let's see here. How's it fall off? But it did. So I
Off
think
of your like belt or whatever.
this
It
part,
unclipped.
yeah, this fell. The phone fell off of this.
Oh, okay.
So off the holder. So I'm thinking, well, I was just in the heavy crap over here. Must have hooked on something. So I walk all the way backwards, looking, calling the phone about 1,000 times. It was 10 feet from the truck. Literally fell off right away. But I walked backwards thinking I would have lost it down in the swamp or someplace. And
So when you got out of the car,
yeah,
it probably just caught
walked
the
into that
seatbelt
nice
or something.
Yeah, walked in that wispy grass, not even into anything, and it just fell
Wow,
off.
you got lucky.
I know, because the rain. That was one of the days it rained here this fall, and I got it right before it started raining. So,
What's your now that I'm watching Ghostbusters right now, what's your favorite movie? Give me your top 5 movies of all time.
Well, I mean, you're gonna go in categories, or you're just going all?
It's tough because there's like, there's like watchable movies, like you can watch all the time, or there's like, okay, that movie was done really well.
I mean, because you can go Dumb and Dumber, but Dumb and Dumber's not like going to be in with Gone with the Wind.
But like, how much do you enjoy it?
Sure.
What are your top 5 like movies that you just would watch? Don't care if it's Oscar worthy or not. Maybe it is.
I don't rewatch a lot of movies, I guess. So
you like? Oh, I know the movie you like. The Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter would be number 1.
Really? That's number 1, and I still haven't even ever seen it.
Well, you never saw Outlaw Josie Wales either.
What? What is that? Josie Wales?
When we were the other night, when you put it up, you put up Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what that was. It was just
just a random.
It was just a GIF. So I was like, I just like that. I use that on everything. It's like a guy nodding.
That's called Robert Redford and Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, that's Robert Redford?
Yeah.
No way. It doesn't even look like Robert Redford.
1972.
Oh, weird.
It's not one of my faves, but it's pretty good. That was a pretty good movie. That one is based on a true story too. I mean, there was a Jeremiah Johnson, but Outlaw Josie Wales. I can't believe you got to watch that movie.
I don't know what Josie Wales is.
Clint Eastwood.
No,
he's Josie Wales.
That's a girl's name. Josie.
Josie.
I'm
just saying. It's typical Clint Eastwood. One of many that was awesome.
Okay, so
but
is that,
you got to watch
that in
it.
your top 5?
No.
So number 1, you got Deer Hunter.
I don't know. I'm going to go number 1, Deer Hunter, Shawshank Redemption.
See, that's the only thing that sucks with like Forrest Gump and Shawshank is that they're just like so cliche. I don't want to pick them, but it is. It's
Forrest
like,
Gump is an awesome movie.
I know, they really are the best.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
is that in your top 3? Top 5?
What was that one?
Forrest Gump, Shawshank, and
I'd
Deer
say
Hunter?
I'd say it's Shawshank. I'd say Forrest Gump's got to be in the top 5. I don't know. I mean, I like Casablanca. You probably never seen Casablanca.
That's where she's on the plane or whatever.
I hate no.
She's about to get on a plane. She's
yeah. But I'm not a big old movie fan, and now, you're gonna say Outlaw Josie Wales is an old movie, which it is now. But I mean, you're going back into the 50s. I'm just not a big fan. But you got something like that's just got a great story. I mean, that's go Gone with the Wind. No, most people wouldn't go that way, but Gone with the Wind's a pretty damn good movie too. So,
Citizen Kane. Do you think that's a good movie? Or
never
do you
saw
think
it.
What's the big? There's like a big reveal in that movie, right?
I don't remember.
Something with a sled.
Like I say, too long ago. Too old for me.
So you got
North by Northwest.
So do you have? Did you say you're 5?
No.
So you got 3?
I don't really know if I have 5. I mean, your dad and I were talking the other day about Passion of the Christ.
That's one of your favorite?
That was a damn good movie.
I thought that was a boring movie, wasn't it?
A what?
I thought it was a boring movie. Or was it good?
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'm looking at Deer Hunter, Shawshank, Passion of the Christ, United Flight 93. Those movies, when they got done, you're just drained after you get done watching them. I mean, it's just...
Is that 93? Is that about 9/11?
Yeah, that's when they took the plane down
in
Pennsylvania. And I mean, that, again, all those 4 movies, I can remember where I was when I saw them the first time and how you just, in the movie theater, just like, holy crap, And I think even on United Flight 93, I think you could hear people crying in the audience. I mean, it was kind of that crazy. It just hit home because it was,
I'm trying
shortly after 9/11.
I'm trying to think of the last movie that I saw that was like that. Where you're like sitting, you're like, oh, this movie had an impact on people. Like in the theater, you know what I mean? Like what you're describing, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, the movie's done, nobody gets up, they're just sitting there going, what the heck just happened, So.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. Me and my dad just saw the new Ghostbusters movie.
And that one did that to you?
No, it did I bring it up, it just, like, I'm not saying you cried during the first Ghostbuster, but I could just see everyone being like, yeah, that movie was cool, It's like, when you see it for the first time, it's like, there's some movie magic there, and then you watch this one, it's like the 4th or 5th remake.
Yeah.
You're like, it's good, but you're just missing, like, the special, like, that's the first time anyone's ever seen that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, kind of Ghostbuster, you know what I mean? You're just missing the originality of it.
Well, how about...
everything's just, like, clip and paste.
Terminator 2.
I thought everybody liked Terminator 2.
I love Terminator 2.
But wasn't that still kind of like different than the first one? Wasn't
first one I thought was just, cheesy.
Really?
Yeah.
Though, is that where the guy is like metal and liquid?
You never
and
seen
shit?
Terminator?
Yeah, well, I did. I'm getting them confused because there's like 6 of them now. The first one was with the metal guy, right? Or is that
Yeah,
the second
first one was Arnold.
No, I'm not talking about Arnold. I'm talking about the liquid.
Oh, that
liquid
was
metal.
the second one.
Oh, okay. That's the one
Yeah.
that was pretty like critically
Where
acclaimed. for
Arnold's
those
riding the
effects.
Harley, and he's
Yeah.
got the shotgun. Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah,
Like,
classic Arnold. That's like Arnold at his
oh
best.
man, and so that, I mean, Dumb and Dumber has got to be in there someplace.
In the top 5, we're still going to the top
I don't know
5
if we go top 5 on Dumb. I mean, Dumb and Dumber's got to be one of the best comedies ever made. Which I think Dumb and Dumber, they stole what Jim Carrey was doing there, and Jeff Daniels, I think they stole that from Airplane, which you probably never seen Airplane. But Airplane was just that stupid slapstick type of.
Who's in that?
Leslie. I mean, there's a few people in there, but Leslie Nielsen, Naked Guns, and all those.
Naked Guns.
You never saw the. Come on.
You're saying all these prehistoric
I'm
movies.
gonna get Cassidy
and shit.
here. I mean, Cassidy at least goes back to 1998 or something, or 89.
88. I'm
So-
91.
Yeah, yeah. Cassidy doesn't know anything exists before he was born, So, you never saw Airplane?
I saw Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a pretty good. Was that a John Hughes movie? No.
I don't think so.
We did that special on John Hughes a few episodes back.
I think that was. I think it was.
Okay, I'm
gonna
willing to say I think John Hughes is one of the best directors of all time. If you're talking about movies that are freaking just good,
Well, I mean, Ferris
movies,
Bueller's
good
Day
story-
Off, Weird Science. I mean, come on.
Dude,
How do you get any better than Ferris
there's
Bueller's
so
Day
many.
Off?
Yeah, Ferris Bueller's. When you watch that as a kid, you're like, I want to be
Yeah.
Ferris.
I just watched that with the grandkids. Just watched that with the grandkids. And they got into it, so.
It's just RoboCall, I think. Doesn't even show who it is. Robo, I think.
Yeah. But just watch Weird Science. Have you seen Weird Science?
Yeah, who was that model?
Kelly LeBrock? Was it Kelly LeBrock?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think so.
That's like
She was married to Steven Seagal for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Good for him.
back in the day.
That's like every kid's dream. Create a supermodel.
I was playing with G.I. Joe.
You were playing with like.
No Barbies in my world. G.I. Joe was chopping
Was she a Barbie originally, or is she like a doll, or like?
They
I
had
thought
the
she was
doll
just
hooked
created in
up
a
to
lab
somehow.
or something.
No, they had the doll hooked up to the wires, and yeah, I just watched that not too long ago. It just happened to be on. I go, Weird Science. I realize how many of my little sayings come from the movie Weird Science.
So it's like all in your subconscious.
Yeah, I didn't know it. All of a sudden, I'm watching it. And I'm going, wow, that's where I got that from.
So I know, dude. I forgot Robert Downey's in it.
Oh yeah,
He's like the bully guy,
yeah.
or one of the bullies. And then Bill Paxton was like
Paxton's like his first movie.
was he a brother or a bully?
He was the brother of the. He was the bullied his brother all the time.
And then Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep.
He was like big in the 80s, right?
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Was he part of that Brat Pack or whatever? But then you never saw. I think his name's Robert Russler.
Is that the other guy that was
Yeah,
with,
the other guy never did anything.
Yeah, I know.
Or no, I'm sorry. I think it's this Ian Mitchell Smith. This guy, I think. Yeah, this is him.
Yeah. Oops.
I think I saw him do anything after though.
Yeah, he.
Maybe he's like one of those guys I wanted to get out of it. He wasn't about the Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I would never want to be. I know you'd want to be an actor and want to be famous. I would never want to be a famous dude.
I wanted to be president one time. I don't want to be president anymore. So there's no way. Hey,
Well,
speaking
he's
of
on
president,
the
speaking of
Goldbergs.
president,
Yeah.
what do you think about what's going on there with the former president?
What?
What? You're just afraid to talk, aren't you?
No, what? What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, they're going to start seizing his properties. What do you think?
Here, hold on. I got to see where we are in the timeline so I can cut it after this. After this mark. So we can still put it on the podcast thing. I don't know where we are. Screw it.
Yeah. I'm just, just kind of curious. When, what's his name? Cuban came out in Trump's defense, and he's definitely
Mark
not
Cuban?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Basically said how bullshit it is what's going on there. And that's a guy that does not like Trump, that's for sure.
All right, let's move to a different topic so I can post this on the thing. We go into politics, I get canceled.
Uh-oh.
Go back to movies.
Yeah. Well, movies.
Movies have more depth.
Oh, my God. Well, how about the Barbie movie?
I didn't like that movie. I thought that movie was... You
didn't like it?
I fell asleep.
The first half of that movie was awesome.
I thought the opening was theatrical. It felt kind of like you're going to a theater watching a play kind of a thing. But I honest to God,
I mean, the way they
through.
did it with all the Barbie stuff.
Yeah, but I honest to God I fell asleep, and my dad fell asleep too. It's just not something I connect with. I could see where you'd connect with it, but like me and my dad,
why is that?
Well, just like
Find my feminine side there, or what?
No, I think you're secure in your feminine side. I guess you're secure with being feminine.
Okay.
Like I am too. I am too. I'm just not in like that stuff that like excites you.
I'm a lot more sensitive than you are. That's the problem.
But you like girly stuff. You know what I mean? Like
I like girls.
I thought you said you had like a doll, like a Barbie doll, growing up or something.
I had a G.I. Joe, Kung Fu Grip, man.
No, we were golfing one day though, and you said you had both. You had a G.I. Joe, and you would pretend they were like
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you remember?
No, I don't.
Whatever.
No. No, I just thought that was clever, very clever. How's that? When she's drinking and there's nothing coming out of the glass and stuff like that, or they're showering.
Genius.
That's what.
When they're showering, what?
There's no water coming out, none of that. It's just like, it was a Barbie.
Because like yeah.
They were going along with how you play with Barbies.
I think it was stylized.
I thought it was awesome.
It was stylized really well.
Yeah.
Like it had
and the little Barbie cars and all that stuff.
But I got really bored in the middle of it. I don't even remember what they were doing.
Did you make it to when they went to L.A.?
Yeah, that was in the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I said. The first half was great, and then it went.
And then something went on, and they were talking for a while.
Yeah, the second half just was like you could have threw the second half away. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It was.
I don't know. Like I said, I was entertained by the first half. Second half, I could have, got rid of it. So.
I didn't think it was like a groundbreaking film. I think they kind of made it into this like groundbreaking film. To me, it was like
sure did make a lot of money.
Oh yeah. I didn't know it was gonna. Yeah, I didn't know it would generate that much. But to me, it was just the same premise as like Elf. If you watch Elf, he's in La La, Imagination Land. He is though.
And I just saw Elf for the first time like a year ago. So
it's the same thing. He's in Imagination Land. He even goes on the same kind of like trip that she does, and all of a sudden she's in the real world.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Only now it's for Barbie.
I guess so.
They ripped off.
I'll
Nobody talks about that. They ripped off Elf.
Yeah. Well.
Just saying.
I guess I could agree with that. So, how about Top Gun? Those are the last two movies I saw.
Barbie
Maverick. And Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick was the best movie of 2022. Is that when it came out?
Did that get any awards?
No, it should have. That movie was so good.
Yeah, you kind of knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, 2022. Did you see Oppenheimer?
I did not.
That was pretty good.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it.
That was pretty good. I think I
don't have all the time like you do.
You should go see Dune 2, though. It's worth watching.
Is it a theater now still?
Yeah, I think so.
Get go on a cheap night because I think I'm...
Tuesdays are like $5 Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you got to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dune 2. Well, I had a hard time with Dune 1, so like I said, I don't know about 2. But you're into that fantasy land.
Yeah.
Matrix. I love the Matrix.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I think some people are like scared to think about that stuff, but I'm like, that stuff excites me. The Matrix, aliens.
Well, the Matrix was cool.
I would totally be one of those guys like back in the 70s that was reading like sci-fi novels. Like that would be me. I just didn't realize.
I'm gonna go off on a weird one.
What?
It's kind of Matrix, but not really. It's not. No, it's not even close. I was gonna go Saw.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with Matrix.
I know. That's what I say. It's not.
How do you get that out of Matrix?
It's like when I'm going with the Matrix, I didn't like the second or the third one.
Yeah,
I thought the first one was awesome.
Yeah, the first one was like just crazy.
But I went and saw. It's not my kind of movie, and I got talked into going. I thought that was a great movie.
They have like 20 of those.
I know. That second one was. I would never. It was after that.
That stuff doesn't even scare me.
I'm not talking about scaring. I'm just talking that whole
at
the end when the guys. Hopefully, I'm not ruining for anybody.
Who cares? It's been out long enough.
Yeah, it's been out for 20 years.
Yeah, that's weird.
At the end when the guy stands up, that's been laying on the floor the whole time.
I don't even remember that movie. There was like 7 of them. I don't remember.
Well,
what
the first
happened
one
in
was the first one was there was a guy like you thought he was dead on the floor the whole time.
Oh, he was alive?
Yeah, he was the guy that was doing all the stuff.
Oh.
And then at the very end, he got up, left the room, and turned the lights off, kind of thing.
Who's the dude on the little tricycle?
I don't remember.
Isn't that the guy?
I don't know.
Huh.
Too long.
I think I'm getting it confused with Scary Movie because I remember Shaq being in Saw, but that doesn't.
Yeah,
sound
that
right.
was that was
that Scary
yeah, that
Movie?
was Shaq, but that was Scary Movie
yeah.
1 or 2 or
Yeah, I'm
17.
thinking that.
You know?
And then Dr. Phil or something was in it. I don't know.
Yeah, no. The original Saw was crazy. I thought, just the way that ended up.
I'm trying to think what I'm going to call it. This is going to be like episode 4.5.
There you go.
I think that's what it'll be, and then it'll just be on the podcast platform since we don't have the video going. But I can still upload it.
Yeah, we need the what do you call it? The
Camera.
not the camera. The the makeup crew.
Oh yeah.
Gotta make us look good. One of these days, we got this business idea that we got to talk about.
We'll talk about it right
I
now.
can't talk
After
about
we're
it.
done with this, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
What time is it? 4 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Hajime. Maybe we'll do that on Sunday.
Sunday is Passover, We allowed to talk religion.
Can you not eat
Are
sushi?
we allowed to talk religion?
Oh, I don't care.
Oh,
I'm all...
no politics, but religion's okay.
Oh, on here right now? I thought you meant on Sunday.
No. No.
Everyone just gets so offended about everything. You can't just talk without people getting really pissed at you for saying something.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have any trouble talking with people about stuff, so
Yeah, but now that I got this little video platform on YouTube,
then you got to watch your
they can take me down.
You got to watch your P's and Q's.
Yeah, I just don't know who's going to get offended or not.
You know what P's and Q's stand for?
Questions and possibilities. Possibilities?
Pints and quarts.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
So it means mind your pints and quarts?
Yeah, like you're the girl back in the day carrying all the beer out. Pints.
Why do you got to mind it?
Like,
What does that mean?
basically
Mind?
keep track of it.
Oh.
Don't spill it.
Is that
don't-
really it?
Yeah, look it up.
Wow.
I hate it when I know stupid things like that.
I think that stuff's cool when you know stuff like that. Mind your P's and Q's, language expression, meaning mind your manners. Mind
Yeah.
your language.
Well,
Where's
where's
Let me
it come
see.
from? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're
That's-
doing stuff with pints and quarts, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the old beer.
Here we go. There's like a little
like
comic.
like the St. Pauli girl carrying all the beers. Oktoberfest kind of thing.
Interesting.
There you know. Now you know something.
The more you know.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting hungry.
So you think I should get another Corvette?
Depends how nice it is.
I want a newer one.
Well, then, yeah. Get that one that looks like a Ferrari.
That would be the newest one.
That one's sweet.
Yeah.
I like that body style.
My
the
nephew's
best.
got 2 of them.
This is what I would do. I would go from the. There's only 2 models I really like now. It's like I think it's the 60. Is it the 69? The Stingray Corvette.
So that could be 67, 68. They started that.
Anyways, the Stingray Corvette body.
Mm-hmm.
That or the new one. I don't really care about all the in betweens.
How about like a 63? Split window.
Split window.
Yeah. 63 is the only year they had the rear window was split in 2.
Let me see.
Did you ever see the show Lucifer?
See, I like that as like a Stingray.
You got it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a pretty nice. Is it this one? That's pretty damn nice.
Well, that was 63 to 67. That's the body style. But the 63 is the only one that had...
Damn, is this it right here?
Yeah, 63 is the only one that had the split window. See how it's divided?
Dude, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well...
I guess
you
I
better
don't
have a pretty big wallet, pretty big bankroll for one of those.
What was yours? You had a 90s Corvette?
91, the last one there when I had.
Yeah, basically this one, the yellow.
Yeah, yellow convertible.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a staple of the 90s. When you think of the 90s,
I'm
you
not
think
a fan of it. I mean, that's just happened to be...
It's not my favorite, but you know what I mean, though? When you think of the 90s, you think of this car. Like, that comes to your mind.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It handled good, had some power. But, my nephew down in Mankato's got 2 of the brand new ones. And he hasn't even got the second one yet. He's still waiting for it to come. But he races the first one he got it in the fall of whatever year it was, 2020, when they came out. Took it out to Illinois, raced it one time, brought it back to a shop, and they tore it all apart.
What model is that?
Brand new. First year they made the rear engine.
Oh, wow.
Or mid-engine.
Mid-engine?
Yep, and now he's got a new one coming. But that is his hobby.
Yeah, dude, the 2024 looks like that doesn't even look like a Corvette anymore. It looks like a Lambo it actually looks like a hybrid Lambo Corvette.
Yeah,
It
well,
looks sick. I like it. It's a little bit wider.
that Corvette will outperform the Lambos. That's the funny thing. And
Will it actually, though? I feel like what's the whole thing with Lambos and Ferraris anymore when you have like Teslas that can go faster than them, and now you have Corvettes that are...
Well, it all comes down to, if you're that guy that's driving up to wherever you're going to, the country club.
Yeah, but is that even cool anymore? Do people still think you're cool driving like a Lamborghini that goes slower than an electric car? I don't get it.
You know what? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
But it's slower than a Tesla. It's slower than the model. It's you know what I mean. Like Teslas are quicker, and they're just like your standard car now. I don't know. It kind of loses its...
Hey, you remember that show you did with Rami?
Yeah.
When Rami was talking about the Tesla?
Yeah.
And how he doesn't care about the speed, doesn't care about this or that.
Yeah, but isn't that the whole point with Lambos and Ferraris is that you care about the speed?
Well, they also got to handle and do. It depends on what you're doing with them, but yeah. But it's kind of funny when you're, it's like you're listening to that Tesla go by, zzz, just like, and then you got the Ferrari or they all have their own sound.
Teslas are actually completely silent, but they had to add sound because it was dangerous for them not to have any sound. So it has like this like little, like you say, like this little electric.
Yeah, it's like driving a golf cart. I mean, come on.
Hey, those are fun. I like golf carts.
Yeah, golf carts are cool when they go fast. No, these
are sick though.
I mean, we were down in Bonita Springs visiting friends of ours that we pulled in their Porsche, the 4-door SUV Porsche, to their country club that they live at. Mm-hmm. They made us park out in the back of the parking lot. So people still have that image, if you're not driving the Bentley or the car.
Wait, you had a Porsche?
Porsche. It's not a Porsche.
Depends if you're from America. Doesn't it? It's all in the pronunciation. It's spelled Porsche, actually.
It's Porsche.
Like
it's Porsche. I'm just telling you.
Porsche.
I knew what P's and Q's were. Now I'm telling you what Porsche is not a Porsche. It's a Porsche.
How do you know that, though? Like, where did you learn that? Do you speak French?
No. My nephew, the one that I was just talking about.
Hold on. Let me check this.
He worked in...
I can't turn the volume up, damn it. Oops. Whatever.
When he worked in Chicago, he was working on Bugattis and Porsches and things like that. And that's what he said. You didn't call it a Porsche. It was a Porsche.
Bugattis were like the most expensive car.
Yeah. He was in Chicago for a while. Now he's got his own shop down in Mankato. But
$3.6 million for a Bugatti.
Yeah. I just watched Ford versus Ferrari the other night.
Again, or the first time?
Again.
That was a good movie.
I was up hanging out with Kenny Krybeck.
Oh, really? You still hang out with him?
Yeah, well, I was up in Garrison, so I stopped in.
Ford vs. Ferrari was... Matt Damon was in that?
Yeah.
And then it was the guy from
Christian Slater.
Christian Bale.
Or Christian Bale, yeah.
And then was there somebody else, or was it just those two?
Yeah, I think those are two of the main guys. There was other people that you would recognize, but...
Did you ever see the one that came out just called Ferrari with that Adam Driver?
I haven't seen it yet. I'd like to see it, though.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
I did... so that car that Carroll Shelby, not the one in the movie, but the Cobra that he was driving...
Cobra?
Yeah, that just got auctioned off probably a year ago. 5-point-something million for that car.
Is that like the most expensive car?
I'll tell you what, that would, if we're going to talk cars, that would be the car I want, would be a Cobra, Shelby Cobra, and I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I do like the Ford GT.
Oh, yeah.
Those are pretty sick.
GT's pretty bad.
They brought the Ford GT back like 15 years ago. Do you remember when they did that?
I was in North Carolina. I saw one at the shop that was in like 2007, I believe. It was something
These
like
ones right here, these are sick. Were you ever into Vipers? I feel like Vipers went out of style.
I hate to keep bringing up Mikey, but he's got a Viper also.
Do they still make new Vipers?
I think they quit making them like 13 or something like that, 16.
See,
something.
Vipers were cool. I guess I like that body style. That's like a Stingray, where it's like big in the front. And
Yeah, they didn't handle great or anything. They're
all just for show.
It's more of a look than anything. Yeah. It's like I say. Mikey's got a Lambo, a Viper, 2 new Corvettes, and a Nissan Z. Just bought a Nissan Z.
What is that? What does that look like?
That's like the, I guess they're Nissan's high performance.
Kind of like a Porsche.
Yeah. That's his favorite one to drive.
Porsche.
Porsche. He likes driving that one, but it's not it doesn't perform like the Vet or any of that stuff.
I've seen these on the road. Those are pretty cool. Only 2-door?
Yep. 2-door. It's got a manual stick shift. I mean, guys like you and Rami probably don't know how to shift gears.
No, that's like old people shit.
Yeah. It is old.
That's like bragging about riding a horse. Although that's kind of cool to ride a horse. That doesn't make sense.
I was going to say, well, you know.
I mean, it's actually cool if you can ride
I can ride a horse, but I'm not very good at it, let me tell you.
That'd be like bragging about like knowing how to work like an old 50s radio. Whoop-de-doo.
Well,
there ain't nothing cool about
if you're
that,
into
bro.
cars, if you're into classic cars,
you're
gonna have to know.
There's some people that are into really like classic radios.
Some people are, I guess. I have one of them at my house. Actually,
You had a Mustang.
did 67
'67 Mustang.
convertible.
Does that still make you tear up at night?
I wish I would have kept it.
That's a nice looking car. That's a pretty cool body style too.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. They don't handle great. They're very uncomfortable to ride in.
I like them in this like gray.
Oh,
That gray's pretty badass.
That's probably a Shelby right there.
Oh really? It's got the pinstripes.
Yeah.
Does that make it a Shelby if it has like it need to have pinstripes or something or what?
Well, I mean the Shelbys had the stripes on them.
It's just a way of like indicating it might be a Shelby.
Yeah, they'd have a GT 500 or a GT 350. 500 be higher performance than the 350.
Dude, I'm wondering maybe we should do like because we're thinking about doing the podcast like every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be nice to like just throw one in like this where it's like off the cuff. We don't have to plan. And you just like talk. Just then we have one every single week. And then maybe this one's just like it doesn't even have to be on video, so I don't have to do all the editing.
Yeah.
But we just throw it up on the on like the podcast platform. That'd be nice. Just more content.
Yeah.
And then you can come over. It gives you a reason to come over if you want to hang out. You can be like the third. You can be the third guy.
I like coming over and hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your old man might get mad because, you might think, hey, why is this guy moving in on my spot?
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if I should even post it.
I mean, I don't want to bring up bad subjects, but sometimes he gets a little crabby with me.
My dad?
Yeah.
I've never seen my dad crabby, actually.
Yeah.
No.
He usually calls me and apologizes.
He says you usually apologize.
No, never.
Really?
Never.
The one thing is, like, once you apologize, people tend to, like, go at you more. Like, once you have given up and you've said, I apologize, then that means they're right, and that gives them a reason to attack you. You know what I mean?
I would say probably.
That's why it's like, that's why I think it's like, you got to be careful when you apologize, because you're like, is this someone that's going to use it against me now and really rub it in my face? I don't know.
Well, not bringing up a bad subject, but the one time I was going up to meet your dad and mom to play at Pebble Beach or Pebble Creek, and I got caught in traffic in Anoka and couldn't make it, and then I ended up winning, Ole's tournament the next day, and your dad wasn't there.
Because you guys are supposed to be partners.
Yeah.
And then my dad's like, I'm not golfing with him.
Not golfing with him. Ole's like, I said, he's not going to show up, Ole. So.
I miss Ole. Ole's gone now.
But then your dad did call me up eventually and wanted me to apologize.
No, yeah, I thought you did apologize.
No. Well, he did say if he wins the lottery and he gave me $1 million, would I apologize?
And then you said, yeah, I would do it.
I said, well, when you give me the $1 million, then we'll talk about it.
So he took that as an apology.
He said that was an apology, so I was okay with that.
Yeah. Well, you should have called, though.
I did call. I said, I'm sitting in Anoka.
You were only 10 minutes late, right? Or how late were you?
No, that was the second time. That was the second time. First time we didn't even go because he flipped out.
I think this is a good debate for the people listening too. Like, at what point do you have to call? Because this was like an hour, right?
Oh,
It had
man.
gone an hour and you hadn't called?
Dude, it was like Friday. I leave. I'm an hour on the trip already, and I'm only in Anoka. It was such a damn traffic jam.
Yeah,
It was
but
crazy.
you didn't call.
No, I called from Anoka and said, I'm not going to make it.
So you let them know that you're going to be like an hour late.
Yeah, I said, I'll just meet you on the course. And then the second time we were going up, I decided I was going to take 94 instead.
Yeah.
And then I got into a traffic jam someplace around St. Michael or so, or Monticello, and I was late again. And we did golf that day, though, but he was not happy for that. He thinks I just do it to him on purpose. And
I feel like the second time had to be on purpose.
Man, I'm trying to cruise the fastest way there.
Well, why didn't you just
Friday
leave
nights are
10
not
minutes-
good.
Why didn't you leave 10 minutes earlier?
10 minutes wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm leaving an hour
You were
and a
10
half.
minutes late.
I'm leaving an hour and a half before I'm supposed to be there, and I'm running behind, you know? It's
10
not
minutes.
like-
Okay, so you showed up 10 minutes late, but leaving 10 minutes earlier wouldn't have got you there on time?
Well, I didn't know I was going to get into a traffic jam again on 94. All
But
of a
if
sudden,
you-
traffic just stopped
Whatever.
in the middle of nowhere.
We should get, would you go to Blainebrook tonight?
Sure.
Maybe we should hit up those friends of ours. Wings actually sound pretty damn good. Maybe I'll go bowling
You
or
gonna bowl?
something.
You gonna bowl?
Maybe I bowl. You beat me the last time.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but being that you did.
I don't mind because I beat you 9 out of the last 10.
Oh, my God.
If I win 9,
now I
and
know,
you
now I
lost
know
one-
you're living in La La Land. So.
No, I seriously think I beat you like 9 out of 10 times. And I bowl one. I think you're like you like me though. You only bowl like once or twice a year.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're with us.
I bowled more in the last 2 years than I have in my entire life.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty happy bowling a 150 plus when I do it only twice a year.
Well,
I
I
think
was
that's
thinking more
good.
like a 170, 180 plus, but you know.
Well, I'm I'm being generous. I'm just saying, like, I beat Eric too, and Eric's bowled like I don't know how many 300s he's had, and he does league bowling, and I beat him. I
That
beat
just
him.
tells you how much different bowling and golf is.
I know that's what I was gonna say because that would never
Come on.
happen in golf.
Yeah, you could throw a 300 game bowling.
I
and
could
you're not
never-
on the tour.
I could never beat like a PGA Tour in golf,
No,
but I can beat someone like Eric in bowling
right.
because it's like I don't know what it is exactly.
Well, that one day when we both happened to watch the Pro Bowling Tour,
Yeah, what was it? What was
like
going on with
2
that?
years ago,
Was it just
and you
'cause
had
they
it? You had it on, and then I had it on too. I was like,
Yeah, but what were we commenting on? Was it that's
because
when
those
they started
guys were
doing-
throwing under 200s. A couple.
Oh
of them,
yeah, I know. That's the thing I don't get is like you're I guess it's just like harder to be like. Why is that? Why is it
I
fluctuate
just
so
think
much?
if I'm on the Pro Bowling Tour, I should be throwing. I mean, this is how stupid I am because I don't know this, but you would think you should be in the twos someplace all the time.
You'd think,
And
but
that day when we watched that by accident at the same time, those guys were throwing 180s and stuff
well,
like
I think
that.
stuff has to do with like oil patterns and stuff too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think that can make it more difficult. And then I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess bowling can just be like,
But your dad almost had a 300 game.
yeah, he had like 272.
Yeah, well, you got it into the 10th frame. He had all strikes.
Yeah, and then they shut down all the other lanes. And they said, "Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
we have someone going for a 300."
Yeah.
And then he,
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I hope they just still don't do that. I think I bowled like a 215 before. That's like as high
I've
as
never
I've
been
gone.
over 200. I had a 199. I had 6 strikes and got a 199.
Let's go through different sports right now and see who'd be better, me or you. Bowling.
That's so silly.
Okay. What about bowling?
I think I already showed that I'm better.
You just admitted that you never bowled over a 200. My friend, I take bowling. I just took bowling,
So you threw one time over 200.
and I beat you 9 out of the last 10.
Oh
that
my
gives me
God.
bowling. Golf.
Yeah.
Golf.
I think you already know that one.
Okay. During the season, I think I beat you 90% of the
Oh
time
my!
in golf.
Come on now. Here we go.
I'll give you
again.
like I think if we're doing
I think
odds,
this is going to get edited probably.
No, I'd say we leave this in. Golf, I take myself.
Okay.
But you're right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Basketball, me. I got basketball.
Is that even a sport?
Yeah, I don't know.
I tried watching that last night.
What, basketball?
Yeah, I'm sitting having a couple of adult beverages and it was on, of course.
How much do you drink a night? That's what I really want to know.
Oh, now we're going to that.
Do you 2 or 3?
I always have a glass of wine because I have wine with dinner, and no matter what dinner is, I always have wine. Could be sake, could be Cabernet. So there's at least 1 or 2 there.
So we're talking.
Got to have
5
one
a night?
after you get done working. You got to have a drink. But I'm working outside carrying lumber and stuff. I'm not.
I feel
sitting,
like people my age don't drink as much after work as what people in your generation do.
Why would you drink? You're
Why?
sitting in here.
What does that mean? Like you're stressed out?
Well, no, it's physical.
Oh, so you need
You've done work
But that's
and
not
you-
even. But that's like saying, why would you drink a beer? It's not going to hydrate you.
No, just that's
Tastes
what
good.
you do.
It tastes. Yeah. See, that's
Tradition.
What I mean. There's no reason
It's
for
tradition.
it. There's no reason other than alcoholism for
Well,
it.
I mean, this Prime is awesome, but
You do like the Prime?
I don't. Yeah, it's not bad, but I don't see sitting after work and having one of these, unless it was 95 degrees out.
See, I like in my heyday. Well, if we were golfing, my ultimate thing to do is if we're golfing, we're in the golf cart. Back in the day, having like a cigarette and then a rum and coke, and I'm golfing. That's like the trifecta of like relaxation.
I don't get that whole combination at all. For one,
I don't smoke anymore, but I smoked
never-
in
I've
college
never
on the
smoked.
weekend a few times.
Never smoked. I've never had a cigarette.
I had a few cigarettes back when I was in
You
college.
don't even have anything to say about that. I say I never had a cigarette,
It's just like,
and you're just like,
have you really never had a cigarette?
I've never smoked one cigarette.
So
Never.
you're not missing anything on that.
I never saw the point in cigarettes. I love cigars.
It was
I
just
don't
like
smoke them.
it was just like it was cool to get addicted.
I would think I would like to try just to see how tough it is to not smoke.
You do get a buzz. Like if you're drinking a rum and coke, you get that little buzz off the rum and coke, and then you take a hit of the cigarette, you get a double buzz, and your
Really?
face goes numb.
Really,
Mine did.
I don't.
Swear to God.
You know, it's like I could say I could have a Porto or port wine, and Porto and port are two different things, by the way, not Porsche and Porsche.
I think
Just
we
saying.
should have videotaped this. I should put it on the camera.
So, Porto or
Porto
port,
or Porta?
Porto or port.
Porto or Port.
Yeah. So, with chocolate, it's a good combination.
What,
I don't
wine?
see, or like Frangelico and cheesecake. Awesome.
What the hell is Frangelico?
Oh man, you haven't had Frangelico?
Dude, honestly, when it comes to desserts, I usually just eat like chocolate cake.
Well, then you should have a good port wine or a Porto.
And then you need a red with that, or what?
I would go red. Go port or Porto. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Port or Porto?
Port or Porto.
Porto.
But no, I mean I just don't see cigarettes going with anything. And I mean I never smoke, so
But isn't that what they do in France? They smoke cigarettes and drink wine?
eat cheese and drink wine. Yeah.
So I think it goes pretty
So,
good with
you
that.
know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not French. Oui.
Yeah,
So-
have you been to France?
No, I've never been to Europe.
Hold on, I gotta take this call.
Oh, music
Hello?
coming on.
Hello? Well, I'm doing a podcast with Jeff. What's up? Yeah, he just stopped by, so we don't have it videotaped or anything, but I got it on the I'm recording it. We're just talking about like chocolate and wine and stuff right now. No, I told him we couldn't talk about politics. I told him that.
Who's this we're talking to?
It's Carly. What's up? What do you need? Yeah, I'm still a little sick, but I'm fine.
Great. Okay.
What? Yeah, I'll bring it home.
What's Carly want to hear?
About what?
Podcast. What'd
Yeah, what do
she
you wanna- what do you
what'd she
wanna-
like to hear on the
What do you want
podcast?
to hear us talk about on the podcast? I'm just gonna put up a podcast later. Huh? A poll? Oh yeah, she said we should just put up a poll and see what people want to hear.
Stripper pole?
No, like a poll, like a survey.
Oh, a poll like a survey. You know what we should do?
A poll?
The thing with the dog thing? We should do
Yeah.
that. I'll sit on the floor, you do it, and then I'll go. Just like the dog.
That'd be really weird. It would go viral probably, but
It would be like, what? Where'd he go?
we might go to Blanebrook tonight. Carly, you want to go? All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll be coming home. We'll probably end this podcast around 5. All right, see you. I love you. Bye. It's only a half hour.
That's pretty sweet. Telling your woman you love her. I mean, you are getting married, so.
Yeah. I try to keep my
think
private.
that's
I
gonna-
try to keep my private life off this podcast.
You
so
do?
if you could stay silent,
Yeah, you could edit it. It's not live.
dude. Editing takes work. I don't want to go in. I just want to be able to export this and then
Do you
be
see?
like,
Do you see that "I love you" thing going on for a long period of time, or is it going to be like after you get married, it's a done deal?
How often do you say it to Margie?
All the time.
Then yeah, I guess all the time. Then after this,
Got to mean it when you say it.
yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, just saying.
You gonna go to Vegas?
Yeah.
You don't. So like when we were texting, you never say anything. You never reply. And then
My
Ryan's
phone died
like,
the other day.
Ryan
All
doesn't.
of a sudden, I get my phone back on, and I have like 30 text messages because you guys are going back and forth. And it's just like my phone is like.
And then it was too late to mention anything or talk.
Yeah. I was doing my contractor classes on my phone, and I drained it and just out.
You guys are gonna golf, right?
Yeah.
Ryan said you're gonna
Friday,
golf.
Saturday, and possibly Sunday, but I think Ryan changed our time that we're leaving on Sunday. We were leaving at midnight, and so we were going to watch the Masters golf and then go to the airport.
Well,
But I think that's not happening now.
so you guys are kind of doing your own thing. Sounds like.
Well, we're older. We can't keep up with you young guys.
But I was gonna send the thing to you because what we're doing, we're doing like 3 things. So we're doing this all access pass. It gets you into all the different bars or whatever down there.
All right.
And then we're doing the sphere.
Was Ryan okay with that?
I don't know. I told Ryan, I'm like, you want us to send you this stuff of like what you want to do?
Oh, sure.
So we're doing that. We're doing the sphere.
What is the sphere?
It's
I mean,
like-
I know what the sphere is.
It's like
what do you?
it's just like their sphere experience. So you go in and you're gonna sit down. They're gonna it's gonna be like an Omni theater.
Is there
thing.
going to be drugs involved?
Some of my friends might.
They do that kind of stuff.
No, not my friends, but there's probably gonna be people in
People
there
that
that
are
do it.
that do
Yeah,
it. 'Cause, I mean, is it weird?
Huh?
I mean, I've seen it on the outs, just on the outside.
I think it's gonna be like the Omni theater.
really,
but it's
except
gonna be-
completely surrounding you.
Except Omni theater is like how many seats? Like 500.
Sure.
This is like 15 to 20,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is gonna be sick.
Crazy.
And then we're gonna do Caesar's buffet. They got a good buffet. So those are like the 3 things that we're doing as a group.
I thought you guys were going 4-wheeling.
I don't want to do it. We did it last year. And now everybody was like, "No, I'm sitting out. I don't want to do the
Really?
ATV." And
So
then
was
there
was that no fun?
no, it was fun. It's just nobody wanted to do it.
No.
I was down to do it. Rami was down to do it. Other people, but then all of a sudden everybody was like, "Nah, we're good." It was $144. Last year was
say
like
it was-
90, so maybe that turned people
I
away.
was gonna say it was
I
kind
don't
of
know.
spendy.
And then there was a machine gun thing too that we were gonna do, where you could shoot a machine gun.
That'd be fun.
But then everybody bailed out of that too.
Why?
They didn't want to do it.
See, this is you young guys. Electric cars, no guns, no 4-wheelers. What the heck?
I don't know.
What happens when the apocalypse happens and you gotta survive?
And then you get a Tesla Cybertruck. It's made for the apocalypse.
Is that right?
I think so.
Bulletproof?
Yeah, you can literally shoot at it. I think that's why he's making. I think Elon's like, I know it's coming. I know it's gonna sell good.
Yeah.
He's like, this will sell really good for what's coming.
You think after the apocalypse happens that there's going to be any food, or are you going to eat bugs?
Well, there's gonna be cannibalism
You think that's going to happen?
during the apocalypse.
Could you eat something like that? Another person?
I wouldn't do it, but I know there's gonna be people out there.
They're going to do it?
Yeah. I mean, there's people. Everybody
that's
likes.
weird.
Well, yeah, I agree. But like, if you got to eat,
It's like, come on.
if you got to eat, and it's the apocalypse, and you don't have any food around you, people are gonna be eating people. That's just how it goes, man.
I think that was Jeremiah Johnson. See how that came all the way back around? That picture
full circle.
That picture of Jeremiah Johnson that you didn't even know who it was.
I thought it was the guy from Home Improvement. I thought it was Al.
No. No.
That's who it looked like. It
No.
looked like Al. It looked like.
That's Robert Redford.
Did you ever like that show? You like Home Improvement? I liked Home
I
Improvement.
think it was all right. I don't recall watching. I just have never really watched a lot. Like Seinfeld. Everybody always back in the day, everybody watched Seinfeld. I've seen like 2 Seinfelds.
I was watching the first, like on Netflix, they have Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So I started over from like episode 1.
Yeah.
I just watched like the first 2. I'm so surprised that didn't get canceled after like 2 or 3 episodes.
Really? See,
just wasn't the same thing. It was like they were trying to
just-
figure it out, and it wasn't very good.
So do you think Seinfeld was good or not good?
Yeah, I do think it was good after you watch the whole thing. It's like
Okay.
it's like do you like The Office?
I've watched a couple of those too.
So for me, the 2 most watchable shows I've ever seen is The Office and Seinfeld.
Really?
Like that can be on in the background all day while you're doing stuff, and I can
Seinfeld,
watch
I
it.
think my biggest problem with Seinfeld is just the New York thing. It just bugs me. I don't know. So, and The Office, same deal. I just never really got into it. It's just I'm not that guy that was sitting down watching shows like that.
I hated The Office at the beginning. I was like, I see what they're trying to do. I was like, I don't like that humor. But then, like, once you get to know the characters, then you're like, okay, now it makes sense.
But do you think The Office was real to life? I mean, if you're talking to people that are in office settings like that,
it felt like it was satire, like it was exaggerated. But it was kind of true, but it was totally exaggerated. Like you got the awkward people in your office.
Why don't they ever make a show like about construction guys? Like,
I think it's too dysfunctional.
I mean, you could have some fun with that. I mean, just not even having to exaggerate.
That's the thing is like that would be you got to find the right channel for it because HGTV they don't want the dysfunctional stuff.
I'm talking like a Seinfeld, like Office Space, like something like that.
Kind of like Home Improvement. Home Improvement. He was like he was more of a handyman guy.
Yeah, I guess.
But he wasn't like a straight construction dude.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, just where you're like on the job
site where the guy puts a nail through his hand,
Yeah,
stupid
What
stuff.
you could do is that you could make it like Workaholics. You ever seen that show?
No.
It's like, yeah, they're in an office all day, but there's other shit that happens, and they're just dysfunctional and whatnot. But you could do the same thing with like a construction setting. Damn, I'm sick, dude. I think I have the vid.
I hope not.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I think I have.
You've been hanging out with Duke, haven't you?
No, I haven't seen Duke in a while.
Yeah, he had it.
I think Duke's gonna go back to Rutgers this year. Or
Really?
maybe not. I don't know. I thought I heard that he was going to come back.
I think he's the Tiger guy. He ain't coming back.
The Tiger guy?
Yeah,
Like Tiger?
Tiger don't go to the waste management.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that?
Probably because they give him too much shit for all the stuff that he's been through.
Way back in the day, apparently somebody threw fruit at him.
Oh, really?
That's what they say. That's what I've heard. So he just said, nope, not coming back here ever again.
I don't blame him, dude. I'm not going to... You want to pay to watch me play? You're not going to throw fruit at me.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do?
I don't blame him.
What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's kind of becoming too much of a shit show. God, have you seen the videos of those people?
In 16?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, they shut it down this year. I mean, they let him go on Saturday and Sunday. I think it was Saturday. It was really out of control.
What do you mean shut it down?
They shut down like the drinking and throwing stuff.
So they're like, no more of this
Sunday,
rowdy stuff.
I think the players actually weren't happy about it. That it just was too crazy. But I mean, you see, like even at
Hazeltine?
Sawgrass. I was going to say Sawgrass the other day. How many people are around? 17, 16 and 17. It's the same thing. It's just like not quite like, but they're not out of control there. 16 at the waste management. I mean, it became that party hole.
Yeah, and the Ryder Cup's kind of like
Yeah,
that. It's like soft. It's like
you
diet.
gotta expect that at the Ryder Cup.
But it's not like waste management. It's so waste management that they all just do that to play off the name.
Right.
Like wasted at the waste management.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, the Ryder Cup, I think that's cool when you get. I love
Ryder Cup seems like
teams
Ryder
thing.
Cup seems like the good amount of rowdiness.
heckling and
Yeah,
stuff.
just heckling,
You
but
got your
there's
team
not
versus
people
this
like
team.
Yeah, I don't think there's people like falling over drunk.
No.
Well, like, maybe a few,
Yeah, probably.
but not the same as waste management.
Yeah. So I know I've said this before on the Troy Byrne thing. We're gonna do the Troy Byrne this year. Play a real course
Where is that at? Is that north?
right across the river, just south of Hudson.
Oh,
It's-
dude, I just want to
it's-
go down to the Hudson area, like Stillwater area. That'd be fun to go down to.
Yeah. Well, this is just south. Cross the bridge, head south a couple miles, and it's right there. And it's Troy Byrne is, I'd say, my second favorite golf course in the Twin Cities that I've played.
What do you like, Giants Ridge? Oh, that's not in the Twin Cities. though.
That's not Twin Cities. No, I think TPC's just the quality at the TPC is
The one that you lived at,
yeah.
the Blaine. Oh yeah, that's
that-
the only TPC here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but the quality there, Troy Byrne is like just a notch below there. But I mean,
Well, here's a good one. Do your top 5 courses in Minnesota. You gotta do Deacons somewhere in there, right? You like Deacons
Deacons
a lot.
is awesome. Deacons awesome. That
Really?
first
I
hole
think
at Deacons.
I think Deacons is. Do I think Deacons is probably? Yeah, I guess Deacons is pretty damn good.
I mean, I'd go.
But I've never done any other. Deacons is probably the nicest one I've been.
Deacons is pretty nice. I mean, I just got a fondness for Bunker.
I was
every
gonna
time I'm
say
at bunker,
dude.
I'm just like, man, I love this course.
Bunker could use a little bit more care.
Yeah.
But other than that, you like look at the layout, you're like, damn, Bunker is a beautiful course. It's
and
you're
the
up
price
north.
that we pay for it is nothing, So, no, I agree with you. I mean, Bunker, if you go back quite a few years ago now, Bunker used to have that first cut, and then you go into the rough, just like, you go to the TPC, and it's fairway, first cut, rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just quality.
Their groundskeeper or their
Bunker's just gone down.
Yeah, the maintenance hasn't been as good because it really was like you never found a ball mark on the green. Now it's like pretty normal.
I don't know. I like Troy Byrne. I like TPC. Around here, man, I'm gonna throw Bunker in there. I love Bunker. Boy. Stone Ridge. You ever played Stone Ridge?
Mm-mm.
That's Woodbury. Pretty nice course.
I did like the Grandview Lodge courses. Like is it the Preserve?
Yeah, I've played a few of those.
And the Pines. The Pines is I like the Preserve better than the Pines.
Yeah, I mean, I even like Izaides. When we played Izaides, I mean, I've played there.
Izaides was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, you're up north. It's a whole different deal up there. But remember that? We played Keller last. Were you at Keller?
Mm-mm.
When we played that? I thought Keller was pretty nice. I mean, it's a totally new course. I'd never played it before, but I thought it was awesome. And I beat Patty that day. I got to throw that in there.
What would you shoot?
Like a 77.
Wow.
First time on.
Dang.
I think Patty shot a 78. I beat her by one stroke. She plays the women's tees. That's kind of funny. We were playing the tips.
You actually beat her?
Yeah.
Did you hit multiple balls?
No. We're playing the real deal. We had money, right?
Oh, so when you're with us, you don't hit those extra balls. But when you're
never hit it. Why do you always say stuff like that?
You do. You hit
thinking
four.
Your dad.
You just drop it down. You hit one, and then we're like, "Well, look at Ryan or something." We're like, "What is he at?" And we're like, "I have no idea."
You don't know.
He's hit 6 balls. I don't know, and that's in one hole. You hit 6 different balls in one hole.
I mean, if it's slow play and there's nobody behind us, I might hit an extra ball.
But then that gives you the opportunity to cheat, and we know you're doing that.
Oh my God!
We got you. We actually got you on camera.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I said this to Mike Misquick once back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
When we had a bowling league we were on.
Mm-hmm.
You ever hear that story?
Mm-mm.
We got beat by the Red Hat ladies. You know who they are? Like the old ladies, Dottie and Flo and people like that. Literally kicked our ass.
So they're like, what was that TV show with the old ladies?
The Golden Girls or something.
So it's like Golden Girls,
like those kind of women.
And you lost to them?
We lost. We got our butts handed to us. I said, I can't do this anymore. It's
That's kind of
ridiculous.
cool, actually.
But we were.
And they like walked out of there with like a
they were pretty happy with beating all the young lads, and we're sitting drinking, and then we start talking golf, and Mike was kind of like you. He's cocky, he's a good golfer. And I just said, hey, dude, any day you want to play, you let me know. And eventually he picked up his bowling ball and stormed out, knocked a chair over, walked out. And
you were talking about golf or bowling?
We were after bowling.
You were talking about golf.
But we were talking golf.
Oh, and he got mad over you saying any day, any time?
Yeah, I said any day, any time. You tell me where, we'll run it up. But then he picked up his ball. Me, him, and Zach were still sitting there. And Zach and I just looked at each other. It was like, did that just happen? And Mike knocked the chair over. And then a little while later, he came back and he was like, let me tell you something. Gave me one of those speeches.
Dang, dude.
I was like, what the hell? We're friends. You want to play? Let's go play. So what I'm saying is I'm throwing down the gauntlet is what I'm doing.
When does it warm up? When can we actually play golf?
I played 3 rounds already.
No, I'm talking about after this, though. This little, like, cold streak.
10 days out, we're still in the 20s and 30s, so.
Damn, dude. Like.
Yeah, we got that little warm spell.
I can't complain, though, at all about this winter. This has been so nice.
Yeah, if you don't like snowmobiling or ice fishing or ice skating.
I don't like shoveling
skiing.
snow, and I don't like it when it's -5. So, like,
it's winter.
Usually a month of that is like that, and that's just, like, not even.
If you went snowmobiling, you'd love it. I mean, I used to go to warm climate every year, 4 or 5 times a year. And now I haven't done it for, 12 years? I haven't even been anywhere other than Florida now, the grandkids.
You should, not to change the subject, but you should throw out a text to Ryan and those guys, see if they want to meet up at Blainebrook. I'm just
just so
hungry. I think I'm
happens-
just like hungry right now. I just want to get wings.
I just had a Whopper Junior right before I got here.
Whopper Junior.
Yeah. We got to do the Shaw thing.
Shaw's.
Yeah, Thursday night. Everybody keeps stewing,
They went that one time though, didn't John
did.
and them meet up and they really liked it?
Yeah, went the one time. But tried to get her. I threw that out there, a week ago. Nobody wanted to go. I'm just going to say BB tonight. Yeah, I couldn't believe Ryan throwing me under the bus the other day
What do you do?
when you guys were texting.
Texting. Oh yeah. But he's not texting Rami. Rami's like, dude, Ryan is not answering me back. I'm like, really? Because Jeff's not answering Ryan back.
Rami cracks me up.
BB tonight.
You didn't ask Rami about the invisible plane the other day on the podcast.
No, I didn't want to get him in trouble if it was actually true.
I don't know if it's true or not.
There-
I want to
there's a-
know. I want to know if it's true.
No, there's like this Google image.
I know,
that
I
someone
saw that.
found of like this invisible plane over Northrop. It was one of their planes. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
it was like in Texas or something.
But then I've also seen stuff too on Google where it
not real.
It's not real, and it has something to do with Google's like mapping system.
Huh.
And it'll grab an image, and I don't know. It was weird. But maybe we should probably wrap this up though.
Okay.
So this has been Curious Crossroads episode 4.5. This is a tweener episode with Jeff Meggs.
Tweener.
It's our tweener episode. Our tweener episodes usually don't have video. This is the first tweener episode, but no video. But this is going to be on all podcasting platforms.
I'm a little disappointed about the no video thing.
I know. Now I'm like, we should just set it up. But then I would have had to done stuff with the lighting, and it's just like it's a headache. And then I have to throw it in. I have to edit it.
Too much work.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. It would be.
Yeah. John says, I can't make it tonight, brother.
Dang. Maybe Ryan will go. All right. So peace out, everybody. We're gonna probably go up to Blainebrook. So we'll see you later. Say bye, Jeff.
Adios.